Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. On this 05.05.2023. Current time is 05:48 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York where I live and reside. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, where I told myself as a social media. I usually would save that for the last. I usually save this for the at the closing. Told myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, like playing on this thing called the internet, and we're here on this Twitch Friday morning Twitch broadcast here. We have Jack. Jack is leaving us now. He comes in to say hi and then he leaves. So where's he going? Is he going back to his pillow there? Get his sack out. And we're getting our day started. I do have the morning coffee here, which is tasting mighty fine. And I'm noticing, don't worry, the picture is a little squashed. No, I didn't have a problem. I know I had to go to this format when I had my computer woes, when my last PC box went down. The last couple of days I've been playing with the I just noticed this morning when I started. I should have noticed it before I went, but I guess I'm sitting here doing the music and it's like, wait a minute, my picture's small. Don't stop, go with it. We're going to go with this today. I can fix it later. It's in the OBS. I forgot to set the setting for the full landscape. So nothing's wrong with my PC box. It's working great. It's freaking nice and cool. So we're just going to go with this picture. So there's nothing wrong. We got a hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And in the chat we have Melanie 170270 from Australia, and then we got Double J's from India. He said hi to Jack, and Jack appreciates that. And Tim Fan 43, how you doing? Yo. And there, everybody's saying good morning to everybody. And Double J's, you haven't seen Jack. Yeah, I haven't seen Jack in a while. Wonder what intrigues him outside. Oh, there's squirrels, there's birds. I just mowed the lawn, so the robins. I'm sorry to say that I had the barrier mowing the lawn, and I came across the robin that was lying there and it had passed, so I had to bury it and stuff like that. So it was sad because we have a flock of robins out back, and I wouldn't be surprised if this robin was born here. So I buried it under a maple tree, as far as probably where it was born and stuff. So it's just a little solemn moment yesterday there, as far as that goes, because those are the creatures. Ad break. Oh, no comment, Lady Cat. Good morning. It happens, Melanie. It just but you got to take care of it as far as that goes. But good morning, Erica, Lady Cat. She had the stuck on the ads. That's fine. The ads are fine. I know you don't like them. I look at it, let them listen, and it supports the broadcasters. Don't give me a subscription. Just watch the ads. That's fine. I don't need no subscriptions as far as that goes. So I have a couple, but and they are appreciated, but I don't really need it as far as that goes. So she's an ad. Does that mean she is an ad? Does that mean it's okay? Oh, it's the advertisements, Mel. That's what it is. When you first come in, you see the advertisements. As far as that goes, I know, Lady K. I just I want to recognize you in the chat because you along with everyone else in the chat is a very integral part of this broadcast and stuff, and I appreciate you being here this morning. So, Lady Cat, CAT 31. She's in the chat there, Mel. Cat, yeah. Okay, yeah. Missed the C. But we are getting our day started here on a Friday. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And the ads are random. Sometimes they hit you with lots of ads, and sometimes just nothing. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Double J's. As far as sometimes I'll get on Randy's, and I'll get 3 or 4 of them as far as that goes. Hey, Tony D, salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD. And good morning to the missus. She's out in the living room. We got an early start. Not as early as my old days, but today is a very significant day. Yesterday was my last day. Yes, it's my iPad, Rich. I can spell. Oh, okay, Mel. Oh, okay. The correction. I know you can spell. You probably spell a lot better than me because I can't spell with beans. I can't resubscribe until the end of the. No, you don't have to subscribe. That's fine. That's fine. It's just watch the ads, and everybody's saying hello. As far as that goes, who do we get on the YouTube here? Oh, Randy's on the YouTube. Welcome to another IRR. I think he's having some internet woes again there. His internet's not going too good. He's over on YouTube right now, just to give him a plug. Randy W. Horton. I was wondering why he wasn't up. Usually he's up okay there. I'm getting the alert and stuff like that. But today is a very significant day. Today is, yesterday was my last day of vacation at the day job. Today, I am not employed. I am officially not employed today. So I've been retired since 1 May as far as Social Security. But this is the first time, and I had a moment last night when we were watching TV and telling the missus this. And yeah, congratulations. But it's a scary feeling because I had this feeling inside me. I'm sitting there. It first hit me just before we sat down for the evening TV shows there. We watched Sheldon and Ghost. Ghost was, I can't wait till next week's final episode. Ghost is great. Sheldon's starting to get better. YouTube live chat is not that great. Double J says, yeah, it doesn't get the, I get more, I like the Twitch. I like Twitch here. I want to say congrats on the retirement again. Okay, thank you, Lady Cat. Because you got to sit down instead of having to do something relax. Yeah, but I'm keeping busy. I'm doing things and stuff like that. Not as busy at the day job, but I'm still busy nonetheless over the last several weeks. But before our shows last night, I was in the kitchen. I looked out the kitchen window, and it just hit me. It's like tomorrow will be the first time in about 49 years that I have not worked. You know, have a job. I started working at the laundromat when I was in high school, and then I went into the service for 20 years. I got out of the service. We came here. I worked at IBM in Endicott for 9 years. Then I came to my current job of 17 years, and I don't want to say where I worked or what I did because I don't have a non-disclosure, but it's just something I think is just the right thing to do, not to bring any emphasis. I can say I was for a short time a firefighter at this location, along with doing some other duties as far as that goes. But it was a really good ride for 17 years. But now I find myself, I do not have to. I'm not unemployed. I'm retired. I'm retired because I got the Social Security thing saying you are retired. You'll be getting a check here. Let's see. Catching up on the chat. Did you know that Elon Musk wants to bring back? I saw him broadcasting on Twitter Live yesterday. We'll see how that pays out and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon there, Lady Cat. And if it comes in, I'll probably get on there, but I'm not moving, just because Elon is, he was laughing at it. I guess first time he was exposed to it and stuff like that. And I got the impression he thought it was a big joke, and it literally was as far as what they went to. You surely was a long, 40. Yeah, thank you, Double J's. When my hubby has days off, he gets cranky with me, and he's happy when he's work. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying the last 3 weeks of the vacation there. Mel has been good, and I'm liking the fact, but it's just a strange feeling. I'm ready for this. Okay, it's the next chapter in my life as far as. Not to say I may work a couple, a year from now, I may have a part-time job or something. I don't know. I don't think it's, we'll see what goes on. Thamer, good morning, coming in for Riyadh, as far as that goes. I'm happy for you, Rich. Congrats again. Yeah, thank you, Lady Cat. Yeah, but it's just a weird feeling, and so it was a sort of not as scary. Yeah, maybe a little bit scary, but it's just like okay, all right, this is fine. And and because when I got out of the service, I was still enlisted. I was on terminal leave for 3 months, and then I got hired at IBM, and so I was working like IBM. It was a 1 year temp, but it was a full time job, and then I was still collecting an Air Force check until October 1 of '97. But when I actually retired or transitioned out of the Air Force with retired there, and though I could have stayed in. Yeah, I know what you meant, Lady Cat. Congrats. Thank you. That's we got the typos going. Melanie, I tell him to rest when you get days off. He's a train driver transporting coal. Well, he's on the train. Okay, that's cool. I have somebody I worked with in the Air Force. He's an engineer on a train too, and they put in long hours. They're gone for a couple days at a time, I think, as far as that goes. And but let's see. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to, what do I got here? 5 degrees centigrade. 5 degrees centigrade. And it was nice yesterday. It was a little cool. I was able to get the lawns mowed yesterday, so I mowed the lawns. And I'm glad. It was raining a little bit there towards the end. But they could have gone a couple more days, but I figured, what the hell? I was driving around, and it was sort of. We got the end of the rain yesterday. It was we got a little bit of a shower, sprinkle shower, I guess you could say, and which was nice after you mow the grass. Getting the rain like that, that's always good. So it'll keep it green. So it was fairly pleasant yesterday afternoon, but cool. I didn't wear a jacket or anything. We did go for a morning walk. I'll be going for a morning walk this morning. The missus went yesterday. I don't think she's going to go today because we I don't know. It's every other day, I guess, and stuff like that. But I've been doing my regular walk 5 times a week. I took Wednesday off because I had to get an annual doctor's appointment there that I had scheduled. But today we're going to have generally cloudy, slightly chance of rain showers, high around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, winds out of north by northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's pleasant. Sun rose this morning at 5:57, which is about 06 a.m. right now, so that was 3 minutes ago the sun rose. And I see a little blue sky, but it's cloudy, overcast. Full moon last night, I saw that. And then the sun will be setting at 8:09 p.m. Later tonight. The full moon, 99% visible. It set this morning just after we came on here, 5:47 a.m. Tim Fan, sorry for the typo. Yeah, I got that one. Okay. Tim Fan. Everybody's saying good morning. Okay, let's go for the temperature. The world times and temperatures here as far as in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:01. They just came into this day today. It's partly cloudy, partly clear. 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix, Arizona at 3:01 a.m. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit in Albuquerque, New Mexico at 4:01 a.m. It's clear skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago, Illinois, 5:01 a.m. It is clear skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City, the jungle, at 6:01 a.m. Currently here in New York State, also sunny skies. It's going to be a sunny day down there, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond in Cork, Ireland, at 11:01. Cloudy skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan, Italy. At 12:02 p.m. Sunny skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That's where Thammer lives at 1:02 p.m. 91 degrees, sunny skies. Let me back up here. Tony D in Robbins, Georgia. He's letting us know in the chat that it's currently 53 degrees Fahrenheit, 73 for the high, 52 for the low, cloudy there, and I think I saw Erica pop in a temperature here. Where's Erica's here? And Erica out there in Washington State says it's 49 degrees out there in Washington State right now. And let's see, we left off at Riyadh. In New Delhi, India at 3:32 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. 91 degrees Fahrenheit. In Mumbai, India, where Double J's is from, we have at 1:03, or no, that's Riyadh, at 3:33 p.m. In Mumbai. Sunny skies, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, I like saying Kuala Lumpur, it is 84 degrees at 6:03 p.m. In Manila, Philippines, 6:03 p.m. also. Cloudy skies. Is that rain? No, cloudy skies. 90 degrees Fahrenheit at 6:03 p.m. In Tokyo, Japan, it's 7:03 p.m. in the evening. Partly cloudy, partly clear. 70 degrees Fahrenheit in Melbourne, Australia. What is it? Melbourne, Australia at 8:03 p.m. It is, what is that? 8:03 p.m. 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:04 p.m. Clear sky, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And Melanie is down there in Rockham, Queensland. I had to mention that. Did I get that right? I have it written down on my notes here. Center of Queensland, Rockhampton, as far as that goes. I think is that the eastern or eastern side of Australia or the western side, Mel? Because it's the western side. It's over towards the Melbourne, Sydney, and probably north of there, as far as that goes. So there's our world times and temperatures as we speak. And again, for the folks coming in, my picture's a little squudged because the other day I was playing around with some games here, and one of those games, eastern side. Okay, so you're on the eastern side, but I think you're above Melbourne and Sydney. Well, Sydney's a little bit above Melbourne. But I was playing some games. Let's see. And I was changing around my settings, and this is the one game that's probably screwing up my resolutions here for this broadcast. It's an older game. I tried playing that. You can see a couple broadcasts where I tried broadcasting with it, and it shows the picture, but it doesn't show the game playing for some reason. So I got to work out the bugs. It's an old game. It goes back to year 2000, 2001, I think it came out. But it's a very enjoyable game. I was surprised that it was loading up on my new box here. And Melbourne is south of me, two states away. Okay, so you're above there. You're in northeastern part of Australia. Australia's huge. Australia is probably bigger than landmass wise. I think it's its own continent than the United States. I think so. But that's why my picture's a little bit squashed. I like the full landscape, so I'll fix that. I just when I'm broadcasting using OBS, you can't change the settings. I'm in Queensland, Rich. Yes, I said that, Queensland. Yeah, which is north. See, I got my notes, Mel. I got it right here. We got Mel 17 is in Rockham, and then we have a Mel 8. I don't know about that. I haven't seen her in a while. I remember her doing sunrises and sunsets over on Haps. Oh, which incidentally, Haps, this is the 1 year anniversary when it went down. It's been 1 year. Oh my God, I just thought of that. Tony, are you going to be doing anything later tonight? Sort of a go down memory lane on Haps, the 1 year later, as far as that goes. Okay, that's right. She's in Sydney. Okay, let me yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I got you in Rockham. Center Queensland. Yeah. You're in Center Queensland. Yeah, I got that. Center Queensland. She's in Sydney. Okay, thank you, Mel. I got two Mels in Australia. I got to keep them straight. And you know her. That's good. Let's see. Tony D, he'll be on tonight as far as that goes. He was our unofficial, I guess, mayor I can say that. Mayor of Haps. He kept us. There's Tony D. As far as he'll be broadcasting tonight, he's got to go to the day job this morning. He is a working stiff, and I'm going to be using that a lot with Tony D there. As far as that goes, he'll be broadcasting tonight, and I remember you saying something. I'll be available tonight there, Tony. As far as that goes, maybe we can. I want to use. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. I want to pop on here and bring people up using the guest stars. I can use guest stars now. Guest stars works perfectly for me as far as that goes. So that's another tool in my broadcasting toolbox and stuff, along with Restream, StreamYards, and Evolux. There was another one I was looking at, Tony. God, what the hell? What was the name of that? Something Ninja. You ever see that one? Something Ninja. You can go and you can bring people in, and you can have multiple people, and if you can, once you have it up, you can bring it into OBS and then broadcast it via OBS. I was looking at that. I didn't download anything and stuff like that. I don't want to have too many broadcasting tools here as far as that goes. Let's see. Haven't heard of that one. Yeah, Something Ninja. I got to look it up. It's a web page. And it's similar to what Restream does, as far as you send the text out and they come in and you can be sitting in there in the green room. But you have to bring it into your OBS and then you broadcast it. And you can, and whatever you have your OBS set up, you can, so OBS, I'm using OBS to broadcast into Twitch. I can use it to broadcast in. It's actually, I could use that if I wanted to bring somebody into Rumble, because I'm over in Rumble. Good morning, Chris Technician. Chris Technician coming into the chat there. Good morning and happy Friday to you. Thank God it's Friday, as far as that goes, and whatnot. Let me put this game. This is another game I loaded up on the new PC box, and it works quite well. So you might see that. You might be seeing these two. You definitely might be seeing this game if I can get it to work. It just comes down to where the it goes full screen, and I got to try and bring it into a Windows screen as far as that goes. Let's see. Today's national days. We had yesterday again was the 4th. May the 4th be with you. But I saw some. There's a couple other people who were trying to make use of another national day for their own purposes and stuff like that. When the one that rises to that top is May the 4th be with you, and live long and prosper. We're not going anywhere. Ooh, this is a good one. Where's Tina when you need her? We got a good foodie here. Are those games available on Mac? I believe Myth 2 and Myth 3 are. I'm not sure about. This is an old game. This goes back to the year 2000. This one. You'd have to check. These other two games, let me get this. We got time. I don't have to go to, I keep on saying that. I don't have to go to work. So this is the one I was trying to get. This is Myth 3. Okay. Is that up there? You see that? Myth 3. That's a game. And this is the very first online computer game I played back in 1997. And I believe this is, you can get this on the, if you can find it. This goes to iOS also. So it's a very neat game as far as that goes, if I get it in there. Very neat game. This is the very first online multi-purpose game I played, and it is fun. I still like toying around with it and stuff like that. So this is how games used to come. They used to come in boxes. Okay, they used to come in boxes as far as that goes. So there we go. That's pretty neat stuff. Little gaming history. Carrie Fisher got a Hollywood star. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, not anymore? They're not available anymore? I beg to differ. If you dig, you can find it. I know Myth 2, you can download it for free as far as that goes. There's a couple web pages. Myth 2 used to be freaking rocking. I used to come home and I used to camp out on that almost all night. What are they now? Myth 2, Soul Blighter, and no, there's web page. You just got to search for them. Not maybe not for Myth 3, but Myth 2 you can download. There's it's a web page called the Tane. It's a Myth support, community supported, and there's still a server. There's a Myth 2 server on Steam, and that's where I usually play if I play online. There's an online. There's still is there's only a few people that use it, but it's still it used to be a server called Play Myth, but it's no what are sold in now. But Myth 2 Soul Brighter and Myth 3 what are sold in now. They're not sold anymore. Well, like Chris said, you could probably find them on eBay, but as far as Myth 3, but Myth 2, I was on the page. You can download it. How about the Myth the Falling? Yeah, there we go. That's another one, Lady Cat. So you're aware of that Myth the Falling Lords. That was the very first Myth. I have that. I got a pirated copy of that, so I can play that too. I started with Myth 2, and it was great because they had some maps that they could bring in where you could do the World War II fighting and stuff. You said sold in boxes. Oh, that was before. That's how games used to come. They used to be, now they come in little, oh, and I was thinking about loading this one up. Remember I showed you the box? Well, this is how they come now. They come in discs. Okay. Remember the disc used to be in the box, but you can't find boxes anymore. They got plastic containers and stuff. That's old school. The boxes is old school, Tim. I saved the box. Those boxes there's a lot of good memories with that game as far as the people I played with and stuff. And let's get to the national days. Let's see. We have National Silence the Shame Day. Save the tree. Yeah, there we go, Tim. Save the trees. Let's see. World Portuguese Language Days. I can't understand. It's all Greek to me and Portuguese. School Lunch Hero Day. Ooh, that gives you a hint of where I'm going to go there. African World Heritage Day. Today is actually Cinco de Mayo. We have to go with that one. Because then they have National Tortilla Chipotle Day. Okay. National Space Day. National Cartoonist Day. And with National Space Day is National Astronaut Day. And I'll tell you why. Because on this day in history, back in 1963, there's some space history I'll be going over. But you know what? We got to go with Cinco de Mayo. The one I was going to go with was National Hoagie Day, which corresponds with school. This is the first time I've seen two of them pair up with each other, with School Lunch Hero Day. Oh, School Lunch Hero, that's the lunch ladies. Those are the heroes. I'm thinking about the sandwich hero, but I was going to go with National Hoagie Day, but we need to go. Today is May 5th, so it is Cinco de Mayo Day as far as that goes. HBD, Steve Pena, Haps Fame. Is Pena in here? Is Steve in here? Yeah, he. Oh, okay. See, okay. He's got Mexican heritage and stuff. I see where you're going. Um, HBD. What's HBD? Yes, I'm getting Mexican food today. Okay, so we're going with Cinco de Mayo Day, and he isn't. Oh, he isn't. Oh, I thought he was. Okay, but it's his birthday today. Oh, okay. Cinco de Mayo. Okay, that's cool. Cinco de Mayo, deeply rooted in the Franco-Mexican War, influenced Mexican-American communities in the early years of the American Civil War. In the early 1860s, as the Civil War erupted, these communities took up the banner of Cinco de Mayo celebrations as a way of commemorating the cause of freedom and democracy. Today, in the United States, Americans celebrate Mexican-American heritage and pride annually on May 5th. Cinco de Mayo, hashtag Cinco de Mayo, as far as that goes. And And let's see, on June 7th, 2005, the United States Congress ensured a concurrent resolution. The resolution invited the President of the United States to issue a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to observe Cinco de Mayo with the appropriate ceremonies and activities. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. If you can believe everything you see, I'm not gonna acknowledge or deny that, Chris. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. Hint, hint. Okay. My birthday is this month. That's as far as I'm gonna go. But I appreciate the comment there. So Cinco de Mayo is today, and maybe have just remember the Mexican heritage and stuff like that. And a lot of these, and I forgot to say what the day is. Today is May 5th. Where is it? It's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah. Yeah, today is May 5th, the 125th day of the year, the 18th week of the year, and we're 34% through the course of the year. So Cinco de Mayo is the day that we are calling it today, as far as that goes. It's just like yesterday. All others are secondary when, especially when you have like yesterday, the 4th. May the 4th be with you for the Star. I didn't see any Star Wars shows on TV though, as far as that goes. Maybe they're saving it for the weekend. We'll get the marathon going and stuff like that. Let's see. Yesterday, we forgot to do the thought for the day. And the thought for the day comes from they've been showing Star movies. Okay, on TBS. Okay. I got a certain regular channel selection on my Roku, 10 channels, and it's not till when I'm going to the all channels that I'll see TBS. So I wasn't. There's a solid core of 10 channels that I like watching, having available and stuff. And then sometimes I'll go in and I'll bring TBS because there's basketball on there, which we'll talk about. But that throws all my and then I have to reset all the 10 preferences. But our thought for the day is a Chinese proverb, and you may be asking, what is a Chinese proverb? A Chinese proverb or any other proverb is are classic sayings taken from literature, history, famous people, and even stories. They're used to often offer wisdom and advice in a nutshell, and they can be fun, powerful, and even life-changing if you ponder it. Chinese proverbs are called, I can't even pronounce that. That's kanji, as far as that goes. Kanji is the characters that Japan, China, Korea. Their writing is known as kanji, I guess. But I think kanji might reflect to us one specific one, as far as that goes. So our thought for the day is a Chinese proverb, and it goes as follows. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. A closed mind is like a closed book. It's just a block of wood. Chinese proverb. And that's it. You got to have an open mind on things. They were showing Star. Okay. You have to have an open mind, especially these days. I think I've tried to have a more open mind over the years, preferably over the last, I'd say, 5 to 10 years. Yeah, maybe 10 years. Okay. If you would have seen me my younger day, I don't think any of you guys would have liked me. I don't think you would have liked me. I've chilled out a lot since my early young radical days. They had me nicknamed as Radical Rob. I used to go against the grain, but respectfully raising my hand first in the service, because you don't want to go against the grain when you're in the service, because then they'll slap an Article 15 on you and stuff like that. But I was always questioning things, and it's good to question, but let's just say the tone and context that you question things should be respectful, as far as that goes, on either side, as far as that goes. Now, if the other person's acting like an asshole, well, then all bets are off. as far as that goes, just saying. So, I really like this one because it reminds me, my takeaway reminds me to stay more open-minded on things. I don't have to agree with them, but just be open-minded and just see, as far as that goes. But there's a lot of things that I didn't really agree with years back that I would have to say, you know what? Yeah, okay, I can see that. So a closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. Now, that block of wood, if you have an open mind, you can take it and you can mold it and shape it, and you can make use of it to be useful. So you're more useful with an open mind than you are with a closed mind. So there's our thought for the day. Thank you, Chinese proverb. Yesterday during the Fireman Rich audio podcast, I talked about there was a study out there for people that are over 70. If they walk just 500 more steps, they can obtain a little bit better percentage on their health. But we should be walking or doing some sort of exercise every day to a certain degree. Just look at what you do around where you live at and stuff like that. Like, I'm going to just use you, Tim, because you're an easy one. He's a construction worker. He's out there working. He's busting his ass working. That's physical labor. So you could almost take a sense that, as far as that goes, that you're staying healthy. But in that same sense, and the work, we don't necessarily look at it and stuff like that. Like, I used to do a lot of walking around on the day job and stuff like that, and I want to keep doing that now that I'm in retirement. So I make it a point that right after this broadcast in the morning, between 7:30 and 8, I'm out walking around for 28 minutes or so. And I exercise enough at work. Yeah, there you go, Tim. Yeah, I know. You need to just relax and stuff. But you have to eat healthy too, Tim. You can't be eating all that junk food and stuff, okay? That I see contractors eat and stuff. By the way, I blew up your Twitter, Rich. With all the I seen that, Chris. No problem. That's no problem. That's fine. That's what Twitter's for. I appreciate it. As far as yeah. So you gotta stay. And walking is probably the easiest form of exercise, to where you just go out for 21 minutes, at least 21 minutes. Because I remember reading several books when I was really into my running. The minimum amount of exercise, I think any exercise expert would, and I'm no expert, okay? I just know that I did a lot. I just had an Egg McMuffin and mocha frap and Oreos. There you go. Breakfast of champions, right? On the construction site. There you go, Tim. But you should they all will say a minimum of 21 minutes, and yeah, that's what I'm saying right now, Chris. Where's mine? 21 minutes is the minimum as far as walking, and because I used to do a lot of running. I would love to go back into, but running can be it's time consuming. Anybody, you could take up 21 minutes out of your day, and you have benefits there that are life lasting as far as that goes. So we had what was the study? The study was people over 70 who walk just an extra 500 steps a day lower risk of heart failure and stroke by 14%. And there's studies that show that. They take a study group of like 5 to 1,000 people, and they see what their conditions were. Oops, sorry. And they maintain and they monitor that, and they see what the variables are, and the variables show that you can increase or lower your risk of heart disease and heart failure, and that's important. And yeah, she's out in the living room, Chris. The missus is out watching the news in the living room, and so it's important. And so I'm making a point to walk every day, and I've been doing that for the last 3 weeks now. Seeing that I'm not doing the walking that I did. I probably during the course of the 8 hours, I probably walked maybe a good 5 miles total when I'm at the day job, as far as the stuff that I have to do, as far as that goes. It's a very and there's some days where I'm just sitting like a bump on the log on my desk, as far as doing reports and other paperwork. paperwork is okay, but it's not done until you get the paperwork. The job's not done until you get the paperwork done, they say, as far as that goes. So yesterday on the audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast, we talked about that. So that's over on Spotify for podcasters, and thank Spotify. It's a great. I'm not associated with Spotify, but like Twitch here, it's a great platform, and I'm a user, so I got to say thank you for allowing us to use it. But Spotify owned Anchor, and they now it's a Spotify for podcasters, and I like doing the audio and stuff. It's the same format here. It's a little bit quicker. It's more condensed. I try to keep it to 30 minutes as far as that goes. And so that's what I talked about on the audio pack. I think what I'm doing is twice a month I'm going to bring back my Mixcloud on a Tuesday instead of doing the audio podcast. So I'm looking at that. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Chris. We'll do that here in a minute. You're here, so we're going to do that. Let's see, Major League Baseball. I know Jeeves isn't here, but his Toronto Blue Jays lost along with the New York Yankees. No, the New York Yankees didn't play last night, but the Mets lost again last night. They lost. The Blue Jays lost to the Red Sox 11-5, and the Mets lost to the Tigers. It looks like the Tigers are going to sweep the. I don't know what's up with the Mets. I don't. Yeah, Red Sox won. Your Red Sox won. Whoop whoop. They beat up on Jeeves' Blue Jays. The Yankees are going to play the Rays today at 6:40. Blue Jays go to Pittsburgh where they play the Pirates, and where are the Mets at? The Mets, they're playing the Rockies tonight at 7. They're in New York. I want to say Shea Stadium, but it's not Shea Stadium anymore. Let's see, the XFL this weekend, just to get Fridays, we do the football. XFL is wrapping up. Injuries are... Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I haven't seen anything about that, Tony. They're plaguing the Mets? Okay. Yeah, that can hurt them, and it's still early in the season, too, as far as that goes. And Chris Technician saying hello to Mel 170270 down there in Australia. For the XFL, they're wrapping up their 2023 XFL season. The championship, we got the Arlington Renegades against the DC Defenders. This is tomorrow night at 6. The championship is at... Yeah, this is tomorrow night, the championship. And at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So I'm picking the DC. I might, if I get, there's a place I can make a bet. If I can get to this place, I can make a bet. I'm going to probably put $10 on the DC Defenders. I'm going to see about doing that. So that's the XFL. The USFL, they're in their, what week are they in? They're in their 4th week now. I think it's 10 weeks for them. So let's see. We have, they're in the 4th week. So tomorrow on Fox at 1 p.m., you have the Houston Gamblers going against the Philadelphia Stars. They're both 1-2. And then at 7:30 Eastern on NBC Peacock, you have the 0-3 Memphis Showboats against the Michigan Panthers, 2-1. And then Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, May 7th, you have the New Orleans Breakers. They're 3-0 against the New Jersey Generals. I'm going to probably watch some of that game. I like the New Jersey Generals, so hopefully they win. They're at home. They're down in New Jersey. And then you have last year's champions, the Birmingham Stallions, 2-1, going against the Pittsburgh Maulers. And then last night, there was only one game in the NBA, and that was the Lakers Warriors, and the Warriors tied it up 1-1, one game to one game. They won last night 127-100. So and then tonight at 7:30, the Celtics are down there in Philly playing the 76ers. And then you have the New York Knicks down in Miami tomorrow at 3:30. So, and the Lakers, they play again tomorrow night. Okay, so they're in L.A. Warriors, they moved to L.A. So, The Nuggets play the Suns. The Nuggets, all the other teams are 1-1. The Denver Nuggets are 2-0 over the Suns. But they're in Phoenix now, so maybe the Phoenix Suns can come back with a win. We'll see in the NBA. So there we have it. Let's go ahead and get to the dinner report, Chris. And I see the dinner report. We don't do the dinner report unless Chris Technician is in the chat there, as far as that goes. And so let's go ahead and do a dinner report. And those watching this broadcast, I want to take this time to say thank you very much. And if you're watching this on the replay, I repurpose this over there on Rumble and YouTube. So I appreciate that. Let's see, our dinner report. Chris Technician comes in for the first dinner report, even though Mel gave hers. And I'll get to yours, Mel. Chris Technician's dinner report. I had homemade fried carne asada tacos. They were yummy. Okay, so anything homemade's good, I think. And then Mel, she comes in with her dinner report is corned meat and vegetables and sour cream. That sounds good. Tony comes in with the double quarter pounder combo from McDonald's. That's always good. What is that? Randy W. Horton. He I didn't realize this, and I think it was the beginning of the week. I was on, might have been Monday afternoon. I was on his broadcast. I was up talking to him a little bit before we played a couple games of PUBG. We will be doing some PUBG this weekend, probably. That's my game plan, along with playing some Lord of the Rings online. Randy went live, and yeah, I said that before when he went live just after I went live here on Twitch, Chris. We said that at the beginning. Tim Fan comes in with he had Subway, as far as that goes, and Melanie's saying naughty boy there to Tony for the quarter pounder. But Randy he had a triple Whopper. He says you just have to order it, and because I'm thinking I never seen that on the menu. And it's just like, no, you just order it and stuff. You can get probably 3 burgers on at McDonald's now. You just have to order it there. I never thought about that. I don't think I've had a double quarter pounder and a double Whopper, and they are delicious. But you can't eat those every day. Oh, if I had one of those, it's like one of those once every 6 months, maybe one every year. Let's see, Italian BMT. Add bacon. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you had the Italian BMT. That's a good sandwich there from Subway. And yeah, double Whopper. Yeah, I like the double Whopper. Let's see. Last night the missus, she made spaghetti and meatballs and a nice green salad with lots of cherry tomatoes and cucumbers on top, and with Italian dressing. So that was pretty good as far as that goes. I think we're having cheeseburgers tonight. I think I'm going out to lunch too. As far as that goes, so I gotta be sure to see what happens here. Where the hell is mine, Rich? Yeah, there we go. Usually we have the spaghetti on Sundays. That's a Sunday meal, but we had it last night and it was really good, especially with the meatballs. That was very good. And that salad, oh God, it's just like a green salad I love as far as that goes. The vegetables are starting to come in and stuff. So, but that's the game plan. Tonight, Tony will just to give Tony a tag again there, Tony D. For those watching on the replay, check out Tony D's Twitter page where he tweets out. You need to do more of that, Tony, where you're at, tweeting out. You're on all these broadcasts. Twitter's your friend. Use it. It helps you as far as that goes. But Tony D, he's here on Twitch as far as he is. Though he's Tony Tone 163 on Twitter, here on Twitch, he's Tony Tone 72 for those folks that are watching on Rumble and YouTube, because you can't see the chat unless you watch the replay here on Twitch. And my Twitch channel is Fireman Rich, just so you know. And I haven't been noticing it. It might be my Twitter. I use TweetDeck, and sometimes TweetDeck gets stuck. I was using what's the other one that I can't get on the I can't get it on the PC. It's called Hootsuite. I still got the app, a Hootsuite, as far as that goes. And so But I use TweetDeck now. I don't have Hootsuite anymore because if you want to use it on the browser, you have to pay for it and stuff. But the app is still free. So I have it on the phone, but I don't use it as much now. I'm using more TweetDeck. TweetDeck almost stopped, I guess, as far as that goes. So let's see. And Tony have been. But Tony, it'll be, Haps, it's been a year. And I got looking at some stuff last night, I guess, thinking about that before going to bed, just searching for HAPS-related articles and stuff like that, and saw a couple. Remember the old broadcast, just to bring something out there that used to be done? Peter, and who was the other guy? You had Peter, who was the main guy, and you had that other guy that they would come on a Tuesday, and who had the best sunset and sunrise and stuff like that. That was like a staple as far as and then they show the favorite and stuff like that, and I was watching one of those yesterday. They were showing the sunrise and sunset, and then the various characters of they would highlight, and I think I got highlighted a couple. I think one highlight I had over the time I was on HAPS there was almost 2 years I was on it before coming here to Twitch. And I was on Twitch, but everybody had to go find some place to go to broadcast. And was when I was doing the moon. I did a moon broadcast, and I had I think I had like almost 1,000 views or something like that. And I think it was Peter came on, and he said, no, it wasn't Peter. Peter was the one guy. Who was the other guy? It was the other guy that told me. He said. He posted it on the Reddit page. I went on the Reddit page, and here's something interesting, Tony, just now that I think of it. When I was on the Reddit page for Twitch, or for HAPS, okay, HAPS News, okay, it's because there's a HAPS Music and a HAPS something else. But the HAPS News, I go scrolling down. There's somebody that broadcast, and it must be off of the Reach program as far as that goes. Pablo, that's right, Pablo. Thank you, Tony. Pablo said, "Oh yeah, you're on the we're highlighting you," and my freaking numbers just went, and I was scared. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Usually I only have between during the HAPS days I would have anyone from 10 to 20, right in that range, and I have about that range now in Twitch, but it just skyrocketed, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And it's this, we posted it over there on Reddit and stuff. So I get on Reddit. I was on Reddit just before going to bed last night, but I saw something, Tony. Somebody broadcast, and it's listed on the Reddit page that's still somewhat active because there's people posting stuff there. And I saw a portrait broadcast. It must have been from Reach, and this guy was on HAPS. He was one of those piano players, and it was only like 6 months ago. Well, HAPS went down last year, so what's this guy still broadcasting? And so that might have been from that app they went to that he's allowed to broadcast on, or else he might just be broadcasting on another platform, maybe what is it? Maybe Twitter Live or something like that, and he just posted the replay on it or something like that. I didn't look at the link, so it has to be linked to somewhere to where. So that I have to go back and check that out. But I just found that interesting. That oh my God, there's activity here. HAPS isn't coming back. I don't know. HAPS. It's a fond memory and stuff. As much as I bitched about it, and I admit I did my bitching. I mean, the team at HAPS probably didn't like me. They just said, still has connections, but I can't go live. I received messages from complications. Yeah. Elon Musk might. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, you see Elon and everybody automatically. Oh, he's going to improve it. He was If you watch that broadcast, he was laughing. And the impression I got is in his mind he's saying, "Is this a frickin' joke?" And I don't think he was using frickin'. He was just laughing. It's like, look at the resolutions, and they were looking at a copy. I think they were broadcasting on something that was going back to 2015. And I did see some Twitter traffic afterwards, Tony, from Helen, saying that they should, if they bring back Periscope and stuff, they should reinstate all the accounts and stuff. Yeah, he looked like he knew nothing. Yeah, it was like the first time he was looking at it. So I don't think he's gonna look at it because he owns the joint. So he's gonna look at what he has and stuff. I don't think he was over. He was just making fun of it. So I don't think we're gonna have anything quick. My experience with Twitter Live is, and I know Randy W. Horton has been doing some stuff with Twitter Live. He was pretty clear, but then depending on the longer the broadcast goes, it degrades as far as you get pixelated sometimes, and then you get clear. I've really had a problem with it. Why can't you go live there? I like being here on Twitch. I can go live there, Mel, it's a better quality broadcast here. I mean, if I want, I'm broadcasting at 720 with my new PC box that I have. If I wanted to, I could go 1080 with no problem. If they clear the trolls and improve the software, he'll win everyone. That's going to be his decision, though. If they spent the resources to improve it, because nobody's using it. There's probably more people using Twitter Spaces, which isn't really. I don't think the people that are using it, they're people that couldn't interface over to this format as far as live streaming, as far as that goes. Mel 1702. It won't let me. A few of us tried a few months ago. Why can't you? Oh, okay, live on Haps. Yeah, we tried and stuff. I think he will. We'll see. A few months ago. I think he will, Rich. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I got, just like having faith on the Jets, you got to have faith in Elon, right? Let's see what he does. He might bring something to the table and stuff. But I was enjoying watching that because here's a billionaire. He's laughing his ass off, and he says, "I can't believe what I'm looking at." And that used to be state of the art technology back in its day, as far as that goes with Periscope. And Twitch. I don't know. Twitch was probably a lot better, but back then it was known mostly for gaming, as far as that goes. So it's. That's something pretty unique. So we'll see what happens. I hope it does because it just means that's strange. Yeah. But Twitter Live for me, I haven't used it that much because this is my mainstay. There's other platforms you can go to. There's things you can use to go to different platforms. Like you could use like Tony with Glick on Nonsensical Nonsense. I guess they use Restream. And you can, which I've used the free version. You got the little logo. If I had it, the little logo Restream would be above the blab owl here and stuff. That's no problem. And I thank the Restream for providing that service and stuff. And you got a limit. You can only go 2 hours. And StreamYards, exactly. There's StreamYards. Okay, not going and Evmux, and Restream. I think I like them. Like out of all of them, it's you got more selections there to go to multi-stream. If you're in the multi-stream, I don't like doing the multi-streaming. I like to repurpose, as far as that goes. I'm on Rumble Live. I'm able to go Rumble Live, and Rumble is a good platform. You just a little tweaking on the URL for streaming and your stream key. You got to plug that in, and as far as the workflow and mechanics on getting that fired up. Vocal's just, it's out there. It's been shelved. I'm not going to be on Vocal at all. There was no movement of the masses to go to Vocal, though it's not a bad platform. But I get pixelated on. That'd be interesting. Me going on Vocal with this new box. I might have to try that now that I think it. Chris, technician. Even though Twitter allows you to multi-stream, but some people don't do it. Yeah, producer Jace was asking me, and I don't know, maybe you can answer this, Chris. Am I breaking terms of agreement with Twitch when I repurpose this broadcast and I don't wait 24 hours? He said there was something in terms of agreement because producer Jace here on Twitch just became an affiliate, and as far as that goes. And Mel, you watch Tony and Glick, yeah, they're and Jeff's in there. We got to throw Jeff in there. As far as that goes, but I was over on producer Jace's broadcast. He's here, so I known him since Blab days, and he says he's very skittish. He doesn't want to do anything to disrupt his affiliate. I says, well, I've been doing it for like the last year or so, as far as that goes. I couldn't remember his name. Producer Jace. Oh, the third guy, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff is the third guy as far as that goes. So there's a multiple. I think we've come out of the HAPS experience a lot better. I think the state of live stream broadcasting here on this thing called the internet, from at Fireman Rich, and I say that live streaming is doing just fine and dandy. With the collapse of HAPS, I think we're not. We know where everybody is. I know Tony. He has this passion about bringing everybody together. How we used to be until another platform comes out like HAPS. That's not going to happen. So we make do here on Twitch. I can use Twitter guest stars. I know Chris Technician is using guest stars successfully. Guest stars. You just have to look at these different options that we have. It's a smorgasbord for live streaming. Randy wants to bring everyone together. Yeah, Randy offers when he broadcasts, he uses StreamYards, and you can if you ask him to come up, he'll bring you up if he knows you. I don't think he's gonna. Well, Randy might bring an occasional individual he might not know, because you can always knock that person off if they become too boisterous and stuff like that. So, but. I'm having fun, and I'm going to continue having fun doing the live stream broadcast. It's always interesting to do things on this thing called the internet. And the interface, the people with the chat, and the people that watch this on the replay, it's really interesting as far as that goes. And you share our thoughts and our differences, and as far as that goes. I noticed your camera. Yeah, you weren't in when I explained that, Chris. I was messing around with those games, the myth games. I got to reset my the resolutions for this particular source on my OBS. As far as it goes, it was way wide and stuff, and I was playing around with it, so it's just a matter of resetting the numbers as far as that goes. And so there's nothing wrong with my. I know I had this. I didn't find. I guess back when I was using the older box there before I bought this new PC box, I didn't realize there's a setting in the scene, the source, the video capture source, that I can put it at 12. Was it 12 something or something 720? As far as that goes, and I think it's a little less. Actually, let me see if I can bring that up. What's it sitting at? Oh, I can do it right here. Let's see. Cancel that. Let's see the properties. Yeah, I don't even have a resolution in there. Can I change it right? No, I can't change it. I don't have any resolution. You're using camera on the new. I don't have a new laptop, Jace. The laptop I have that sits over here, that's an old laptop. I'm using this camera. I'm on my new PC. I'm on my Acer Nitro 50. It's got 32 gig of RAM. It's got the Navid 1650 graphic card. That's the camera I use right there. This is the one that Michael Bathurst suggested, and I got it. And it's a great camera. I think that's one good thing I took away from Michael, is he recommended a really good camera as far as that goes. So I'm on my new PC box. I think you knew I had a new PC, right, Double Chase? There's a picture over on my Twitter page. You might have to scroll down a little bit. I don't know. Do I have it on here? Let's see. Let me see if I can bring this picture up. Where's the picture? Oh, let's see. Hang on. I got to bring up camera. Let's see. I can do it this way. Oh, that webcam. I think it was like $50. I'm not. Go ahead and Google it, Chris. It's the Nexigo. Nexigo N660p. There we go. That's in focus right there. That's what it is. It's a great camera. I love it. It's a very good camera. Yeah, here's the picture of the. I do it this way. Yeah, there's the picture. That's the picture of the PC box right there. Yeah, there's the PC. That's an Acer Nitro 50. There's my Behringer 802 uh, soundboard. And then up there, that's just a little thing with two men in a car. But that's the Acer right there. Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. The main thing is off to the side over here, off to the side right over here. You see that honeycomb? That's all graded and stuff. It keeps it really cool. Oh, no problem, Double J's. So it's got 32 gig of RAM. It's got a Navid 1650, um, Navid 1650 graphics card, and it's yeah, nightlight. Yeah, it has the nightlight on it, so it's really really nice. I love it. It's just like I said, that honeycomb screen mesh, great on the cover with the fans in there, and I'm not putting it in the computer box or in the computer thing down here on the bottom of the desk. It's meant to be out, and it's just super cool with those fans in there. Those fans are just humming as far as that goes to keep it cool. And it came with Windows. Yeah, I got the most updated Windows 11 as far as, and it took me a little bit to get you because everything's squunched in on the Windows 11, and it's got a 1 terabyte solid state, and I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, and that's where I'm putting all my games and stuff like that. And it's a nice rig. I like it. I do have an external. The hard drive that I had in my old box, I have that in in something there that this I forget what it's called. I've got this plugged in. This is the old this is a 500 gig hard drive that I plug in, and I have it plugged into the Acer, and I have an external hard drive or an external CD drive. Solid state drives last longer and much faster. Yeah, I can't believe the speed. But I don't want to put all my games on the I've got Lord of the Rings on the solid state, but all my other games I'm putting over on the 2 terabyte hard drive to have the games over there. But the 32 gig of I was playing around with Lord of the Rings yesterday, and I usually have it right at high. I used to have it down on medium when I was on the older box, but I put it up to high. The graphics are great on it. I mean, when I broadcast here on Twitch now, I can do 1080p if I want. I might try that. But yesterday I put it up on the ultra high. Oh my God, you can see the slivers of this on the game. It's tremendous. But I left it right at high, and the thing works great, and I couldn't be happier as far as that goes. I saw that. And the game ran great. Yeah, and my broadcasts are very stable now. I think part of the problem I had is what was that? Something fell down. I think one of the problems I had on the broadcasting before was the PC boxes was older. It was obvious, older technology, and it would act up and burp and stuff like that. And it was only 8 gig of RAM. Yes, no more highs. Yeah, and that's the big thing, Double Chase. Now that you say that. Right now, my broadcast, I'm looking at the CPU. My CPU rate is 0.1% at 30 frames. I'm solid 30 frames per second. I could probably, with this new box, jack it up to 60 frames. If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm just leaving it right there at the 30. So, huh? What's that? Oh, okay. Um, but what is it? It just runs seamlessly now, and it's very very enjoyable to come here. And yep, it slows down everything that CPU use. I have experience. It's frustrating. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, I remember those frustrating days and stuff. I have my OBS at 60 frames. Oh, okay, and it runs fine. Okay, I might go to 60. 30 frames is good. The product is good and stuff like that. Um, can you guys hang on for a minute? I'm gonna refresh my cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Get that extra second cup of coffee here and stuff like that. Fireman Natural will be back after this message. There we go, Chris. Thank you. I'm on a little bit longer. I'm just hanging here now and stuff. So I gotta write that down. Change. Ooh, let's don't spill the coffee now. And then change OBS camera setting to 720. That's my big job for the day today, to change my today's Fridays. I got all my work done and stuff like that, and it's so I'm gonna be staying on here a little longer. Let's see, freaking Hal Moss is gonna go. I'm not gonna raid him, but he's gonna be going. So if anybody has to leave to go see Hal's broadcast, I'm just gonna hang out here for a few more minutes and stuff, and savor the morning moment here. If you spill the coffee on the new PC, no, there's no way unless I throw it over. You know, the PC box is over here. That camera view, when you looked at it, I'm sitting in my chair and I took a picture off to my right. That's that camera view I was showing you, as far as that goes. And but this is the difference of this computer compared to my old computer. My old computer was an old beat up Volkswagen. This computer, the new Acer Nitro, it's like having a Maserati, a Ferrari, literally to me. It just and it's a low end pre-built gaming box basically. And the one thing, I guess, when I was looking at boxes, I was almost looking at the refurbished ones, and you don't want to. Let's see. Oh, it's like having exactly. There you go. It's a Tesla. That's my Tesla. There we go. That's a good one. I'll say it's a Tesla compared to a beat up Volkswagen. But when I was looking at it, I remember being in the broadcast over on Randy W. Horton's broadcast, and Tony was on that broadcast along with Helen. And Helen, she planted the idea in my head to say, you know, if you can, go ahead and go with 32 gig of RAM. And I would strongly suggest that. Go with the 32 gig. And this box, I checked all my local stores. There was a couple Walmarts. I didn't go to Target. I went to Best Buy, and as long as it meets your live stream needs, it meets it and surpasses it, Double J's and gaming, and you are happy. That's exactly what I'm expressing now, Double J. That's totally what I'm talking about right now. It exceeded extremely as far as that goes, and I've become more knowledgeable on computers as far as but I looked at even Best Buy, for the money I paid for this, I could barely get an 8 gig gaming box that they were offering up there. So I was a little hesitant about buying via Amazon, but before I left work, there was a guy at work this guy that I worked with, this young individual, he had a $5,000 PC, and this PC was, it top line, water cooled and everything, and he's a gamer, high end gamer, with the current games and stuff like that. And I said, well, where did you buy this? He says, I got it off of Amazon. And I said, you had this delivered in the mail? I was all skeptical of something being delivered, via the mail, UPS, or Amazon. But that's the world we live in. So I said, what the hell? And the thing of it is, that PC box that I just showed you, it's unavailable now. So I was lucky. When I first looked at it, there were 7 available. Then it went down to 3. Then it went back up to 10. Now it's not available as far as the configuration I got, as far as that goes. Rich, I'm a howler, so I'm okay. Mel, yeah, I just saying, go ahead. I know his I don't have is he on yet? I don't see him on yet. He might be running a little late. He's been running a little late lately. So yeah, go ahead, Mel. I appreciate you being here. You've hung out with us here for the last hour, and we'll see you later, Mel. Best to you over there in Australia, Central Rockingham. So you got lucky. Yeah, I think I got very lucky, Chris. And he's live now. How come I'm not seeing him on the board here? I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing him at all. Yeah, I didn't get a notification. I got him in my notifications. Let me refresh this. Let's see if he pops up here on the refresh on the Surface 3. I like my Surface 3 using as a secondary device to monitor my broadcasts and stuff. Let's see. Sometimes he's still okay. He's showing up here. I didn't get the notification on the phone here, but he's up. So let's see. Rockhampton. I'm sorry. Jeez, I stand corrected again. Mel's always correcting me on where she lives at. What do I have written down? That's what I have. I'm just thinking Rockingham. I'm thinking there's a Rockingham, Brooklyn. Rockhampton, not Rockingham. Rockhampton in Western Australia. Western Australia. Okay. Western Australia. I'm gonna add that. Western Australia. Yeah, I'm a stickler on people's locations and stuff like that, because I always say, yeah, I know. Come on, Rich. Yeah. Because I always say I'm from the southern tier of upstate New York, because there's a big difference where I live and when you go downstate, and then from downstate going into the New York City. There's differences along the way. But here in New York State, I'm in Queensland. Yeah, but Western Australia, Queensland. Yeah, I got that. Central Queensland. Rockhampton, Center Queensland, okay. Western Australia. Did you say Western Australia? Yeah. Rockingham is in Western. You're in Central. Okay. You're in the Eastern. You're in Eastern. Rockhampton. I am not in West. Okay. We'll get it straight, Mel.
Australia.
What's that?
Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's right. The missus is telling me to keep it simple, Mel, so thank you. It's always great. Mel comes up on my broadcast here. She's even come up in my gaming broadcast here and stuff like that. So, and it's always come on, Rick. Yeah, I know, Mel. I know. I'll get it right. It's dumb American here, right? What's that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. But the missus told you. Yeah, she always tells me. So, but the one thing, she is enjoying me being home as far as that goes, because I picked up. I'm trying to pick up some slack here, doing things before being told.
Doing good.
Yeah, she says I'm doing good. So I like that. That's my motivation right there. And yesterday she was out doing some things in the backyard, and another coffee maybe. Yeah, I got another coffee, Double J. This is my second cup here. But what is it? I walked out there, and she said, "Well, you're gonna mow the lawn." I said, "Well, it's still wet." And I came in here, I sat down, and I was watching a little TV, and I got it. She planted the seed, and it's like, you know what? I might as well get the lawn mowed now. And it looks good. It looks like a golf course out there. I wouldn't want my hubby at home. Oh no. Well, that's something, Mel, that when I decided to say retire, I knew was number one on my list is don't encroach on the missus's routine workflow that she does. Stay out of the way. I'm helping out, and we're available. I'm just as busy doing things that I'm doing now.
This is the most time we have ever spent together.
Actually, yeah, the last 3 weeks in our marriage, 37. We're on 37 years of marriage. This is the longest we've been in close contact, and and I'm not in trouble at all. I can knock on wood. Oh, Mel, he doesn't help. Yeah, I know. It's I don't know what to say. We're stupid husbands, I guess, in some cases and stuff. I used to be like that, where I'd be putting it off, and he looks depressed at all the time. Well, he needs to look. You need to look at. I don't know. I don't think I've ever looked at life as depressing as far as much as the opportunities and stuff like that. We've been married 19 years. So, 19. That's a good chunk of time there. 19 years. It's you're going to have ups and downs and stuff like that. And there's times that the missus wasn't happy with me. I know that for a fact. But we worked through it. And she could have kicked me out at least 3 times easily, as far as over the 37 years and stuff. And I just feel at this point in my life very blessed, and as far as you grow, you become stronger as a couple, as far as that goes. And it's very easy to go to negative, Mel. And I was on that road. I guess, even before I met the missus. That's why I think you all wouldn't have not liked me, because I was probably, looking back on it, I didn't see myself. I was probably a very negative person. I had my views of the world. You take my views, or go ahead and leave, or something like that. And you can't be like that. You're lucky you have a great. Yeah, I'm very, very blessed in that department, Mel. I can't stand being. Well, that's when you have to turn it around and try and be positive, or look at something that's in the middle, that's not very, it's not going to be gumdrops and jelly beans all the time and stuff like that. And but sometimes it can be trying to be a positive person. It can be a real strain as far as that goes. So it's a constant work in progress. As far as that goes, and you have to do things. Wives stuck together. Yeah, there we go. Wives stuck together, or wives stick together. Yeah, you get support from your friends and stuff like that, and that's a big help. With the missus, she has a close knit family members that she talks to. More than my family. My family, we don't hear from each other. Like my older brother, we don't hear from each other and stuff like that. Everything's fine. It's just when we hear from each other, then we have some the shit has hit the fan, so to speak, as far as that goes. So, but all things are good as far as that goes. And we've been on for an hour and 26 minutes. Wow. And I'm just sort of yapping away. And Mel, you're still here. I thought you were going to go over on Hal's broadcast there, as far as that goes. He's over there. He's got, I'm being sarcastic. Okay. Sometimes you don't get that type of context in the chat, So one of these days I got to bring you up, Mel, on the broadcast scene, as far as just to say hello and get you and Bernie, get the Australian connection going there, as far as to tell us what's going on over in Australia, because I am going to annoy Hal now. Okay, you're gonna go annoy. I don't think he easily gets annoyed. I think he's a good guy. He's a good, solid guy. I could tell you right off the bat, there's probably some things he wouldn't agree with me and I wouldn't agree with him, but there's probably more things that we both agree on. He's a Detroit Tigers fan. I'm a New York Yankees fan, and right now, the Detroit Tigers beat up on the New York Mets, so just like, but we could still be friends here on the line. And Bernie's in Melbourne. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's just fun having a connection to your country, Mel. It gives us a different perspective because I always wanted to go to Australia, and the closest I ever got there was the Philippines, and because that's a long where I'm at. It's more than known Hal since Periscope. Yeah. He talks about the old Periscope days and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of the streamers here got started. He calls me Mel. Okay. And Chris has known Hal since Periscope days, and that's the one. Again, that just circles back to, I would have never known Chris Technician, you Mel, Tony D, Lady Cat, Thammer, Double J's over there in India, and Tim Fan. We got a chance to see Tim Fan face to face. He was on the job site and stuff like that, which I think is phenomenal to do. To be able to do. I could never do that. We weren't allowed to bring cameras into the job site as far as where I work, where I used to work and stuff. That was a big no. You could bring you could bring your phone in, but you did not want to be taking pictures. Let's just say that as far as that goes, it was that type of job site that they did not want people taking. You could show pictures of your family and stuff, but if you popped that out, you were in trouble as far as that goes. It was frowned upon as far as they did not like that being done. Okay, Mel, you take care. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the broadcast here because we're pulling an hour and 30 minutes right now. Oh, that's fun. Let's see. Randy isn't on. Well, is he still on YouTube? Let's see. Let's check see if Randy's still on YouTube. We can't rate Randy. I like the rating's okay. Chat later. Okay, chat. We'll see you, Mel. Thank you very much. Let's see if Randy's still on. I know Tony, he's probably in work and stuff like that. And Lady Cat, you're just sitting there listening and all. Which I know you're all there because I have 6 viewers, so I know you guys are there. Let's see. I think he's all done. How long was he on? No, I don't want to raid. I just okay. Okay, Randy just ended his. He had an hour and 13 minutes on his YouTube. I don't like to raid all the time as far as that goes, Chris. And it might, sometimes I think the last time I raided, it was right in the point where, and Hal, just like me, if I get a raid, it's no problem. I have a sort of loose format. Hal, he's on the clock. He's actually working and stuff like that. And that raid might almost disrupt, I know he appreciates it, okay? But he has a certain format, and he has to keep his eye on the ball when he gets cued into the radio station. So he's even though he has it on the phone, he is multitasking, and he can't miss his cue as far as that goes. So Hal's a radio entity. He broadcasts. He does the weather and the traffic report there for a Fox radio channel out in Michigan, the state of Michigan. So you know what I'm talking about, Chris. It's just, I don't want to disrupt his thing. If I pop in there as an individual, that's a little bit different than rating. Rating, and I got to respect that as far as he's on the clock. I know he probably says it doesn't matter and stuff. I know a cool retro streamer you could check out. And who's that? I know Randy W. Horton was sort of highlighting this Ellie individual. She's over in Israel. Trying to come back. Who's that, Chris? You got me curious now. Who's the retro streamer? And what does retro mean? What is retro? Shane is games. Shane is games. Okay, let me write that down. I'll check it out. Shane is Games. I'll check it out. But his channel is Shane Games. Okay, Shane Games. Oh, Chanel's Games. Okay, I'll check that out later. As far as that goes, I can check it out. I know Randy W. Horton was, and that's the one good thing about Randy W. Horton. He promotes, and I really appreciate. And he doesn't have to do that, but it's just a broadcaster that he is, that he promotes and stuff like that. And let's see, retro. What does retro mean? Retro define. Retro, imitative of style, fashion, design from the recent past. Retro. Oh, okay, it's from the back. Okay, he's out of Chicago area. Okay, I'll have to check that out. He probably does the retro, meaning, I could say those games that I showed you, those are retro games. There's something from the past, but they're still good as far as that goes. That noise that you're hearing, just to let you know, can I say?
Yeah.
The missus is making my birthday cake. Oh, I just confirmed it, Chris. My birth date's on my Twitter and stuff. I got the balloons on Twitter, so I confirmed it there, Chris. Okay, as far as that goes. So but I just say the month. Birthdays to me are just another day. Yeah, whoop whoop. So I just like a nice quiet day. That's my biggest thing as far as when I do have a birthday. It's just like a nice quiet day. I don't like the big celebrations as far as that goes. I'm sort of a simple man to where I like simple things.
I'm forcing you to have birthday cake.
What's that?
I'm forcing you to have a birthday
cake. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to have a birthday cake. So, but I celebrate the whole month. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, Tim. Yeah, I look at that, as far as the whole month. As far as that goes, so it's good. And Chris Texas says the same thing. Yeah, why not celebrate? That's why I just say the month, the whole month, and stuff. I'm along those lines. Celebrate the whole month as far as that goes. And not that I want a lot of presents or anything like that, but the new computer, that was half was was my retirement present and my birthday present. So actually celebrating 30 days before and 30 days after. They say, okay, you extended to a 90-day celebration. Okay, that's cool. Just as long as you have fun. Randy W. Horton liked Randy W. Horton, he liked my Friday morning coffee, so he's active. I'm seeing that on my my notifications here for the Twitter. He's active. So I would say thank you, Randy, if you happen to see this. But we're at an hour and 35 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks. This has been great. This has been a great start to my day here on Twitch with all my friends there in the chat. I want to say thank you very much as far as that goes. I want to say thank you to, let's go down the list here. I want to thank you to Melanie, Mel 170270. From Australia, from Rockhampton. Did I say that right? Let me check. From Rockhampton, Centre Queensland, in Australia. Thank you, Lady Cat 31, Erica out there in Washington State. Tony D, my brother veteran down there in Robbins, Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, I should say. Tony D, my brother veteran. Chris Technician out there in Deming, New Mexico. Tim Fan out in Michigan. And we have, what do we have? We had, who's coming up here? We had Thamer, and who's out there in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have Double J's coming in from Mumbai, India. We've got everybody around the world in this broadcast, folks. That's what's phenomenal about broadcasting. You got people around the world. Double J's, thank you very much. And Thamer, he popped in here. I saw his name. And those that are watching, sitting back, there's nothing wrong with that. Tony, Chris Technician saying, have a great Cinco de Mayo. I will, Chris, and he comes in as always, Bazanga. Tony coming in with the second Bazanga, and but that's all we're going to say for today, for this morning. What did I call this thing? The Friday morning coffee Twitch broadcast for this May 5th, 2023, Cinco de Mayo Day. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as that Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, where I took myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet, and it's always fun. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. And catch up later, Rich. Have a great day. Yes, you too, Double J's. And may the 5th be with you. Live long and prosper. Oh, that's a good screenshot. I got, what's that? 137.57. 137.57. Okay, folks. Take care. Ciao for now.